Welcome back to my channel. You have two very special guests. Tony and Coda.
Oh, good boy.
Oh, you're so big. Oh my gosh, paws on the table. Hi.
He's a good boy.
Today, we're here to tell you about long distance relationships during the Disney College program. Or just, I guess, in general, if you're just watching this anyway. And you're not doing the Disney College program. Also, the world is insane right now. Can't get over how behaved he is. Coronavirus is crazy, but everyone should just try and remain calm and not panic and just wash your hands and don't be in public places that much. Disney's are closed all over the world. That's crazy. I never thought Walt Disney World would close because that is the most rare thing. Also, if you're doing the DCP in the fall of 2020, don't worry, I'm sure it's still happening. Everything's gonna be okay. I don't have any information though, so hopefully soon they come out with some info about all that, but hopefully if everyone does what they're supposed to do, it will not spread that much anymore, and thank you. And we're all gonna be okay. So let's get into this part of the video. Tony, say hello.
Hi.
Today is our 3-year anniversary of dating. And if you go a year back in my videos, you'll see when he visited me in Disney, it was during our 2-year anniversary. So now we are here a full year later, and we've made it through. We made it through the long distance of Disney, and we're actually still long distance today. I'm from New York, he's from Boston. We're at his house right now. So Tony, tell everybody how you felt when I got accepted to the Disney College program.
What do you mean?
What did you, like you knew I was gonna be going to Florida, and you were still, it's okay.
Sorry, we gotta catch.
And you were still in school. And how did you feel about me saying I was going away?
It was okay.
Talk to the cat.
It was fine, but I was gonna be at school anyway, so it didn't really, I mean, it did matter, but we were gonna be apart anyway, so.
And I already graduated at this point. He was still in school though.
If I wasn't in school, I feel like it was just gonna be a little bit harder, but then I would have had more opportunities to go see her. But
Yeah.
it was okay.
It was okay.
Dogs help.
Yeah. And you were excited, right?
What?
You were excited for me?
Yes, I was excited for you.
Stop hiding behind your dog. Yeah, yesterday on my community page, I asked you guys to say any questions you had about, you know, DCP and long distance relationships. And pretty much every question was like saying the same kind of things and asking the same kind of things. First one is, how hard was the distance? And this person is actually doing the DCP, but she's married and her husband's staying home. So that's a whole different story if you're married. I mean, I can't really speak to that. It's still serious for us, so I feel like it is comparable to marriage, but it's not like we were living together or anything.
I feel like it'll be easier for marriage.
You think?
Yeah.
Why?
You guys have a bond anyways. It's gonna be easier.
Right. I guess for some people, they're afraid that someone may be unfaithful to them while they're gone, or they won't handle it. I don't know. But I guess that is true. Like, if you are married, you know, like, you guys have a very strong bond, and if you're away for just a couple of months, I guess she's starting in June, so she's probably just doing the fall. I think you guys will be great, and he should definitely make time to come visit you. The whole general message of this is that you need to definitely try to visit each other. Either you go back home, that's very possible, or hopefully they can spend the money to come and enjoy some days at Disney with you, because that's the best part. And also communication, whatever that is for you guys. It's not the same for everybody. Like, maybe you'll want to FaceTime, maybe you'll want to call, maybe you'll just text all the time and just be updating each other. But we'll get into our specifics of what we did. Being apart is obviously different for every relationship though, and some people really thrive when they're apart because they can focus on themselves and like really crush some goals. Like, but obviously you're gonna miss each other. I guess depending on how independent you are as a person before you get into a relationship, it will make you react to the distance differently. We were used to living in different states anyway, so it was definitely easier for us because the longest we had to go without seeing each other was 2 months, and then he came to visit me. So 2 months was something we knew we could do. It was definitely gonna be hard because I had some long nights working and I just wanted to call him, but he was already asleep because he was at school all day or studying for a test all day, and our schedules were completely different.
We texted all the time, but
Yeah, we mostly texted all the time. In the beginning, we had like, I'd FaceTime him before work or like after work, or we would watch a movie together or a TV show together on FaceTime, like at the same time. So it felt like you were together a little bit because you're seeing the same thing.
I mean, if you keep yourself busy, it's fine. I was in school and she was working, so time kind of flew by.
It really, really did. But there were obviously moments where I was like,
Yeah, it sucked.
especially after he visited me and left, then I was like, why am I here? Like, why? I could just be home and seeing him all the time. But I'm so happy I stayed. Like, it was really a thought in my mind for a day or two, and then I went back into my routine and I was okay. So how often did we FaceTime / call each other? Well, like I said, we were really busy. You'll be working most days of the week. Like, I worked probably 6 days a week on average, and sometimes I had 9-day stretches of working, and it is only like 6 to 12 hours of your day depending on your shift, but you can always make time. Like, if you guys want to call each other, make that time on your break, before work, after work, to just catch each other for literally 5 minutes and just say hi,
You
because
could schedule it, or you could just literally call. See if they pick up. I did not.
you could schedule it. Yeah, I tried to schedule it and he was like, I don't want to schedule our calls, it seems too formal. Maybe I'll want to set up some kind of schedule, but you might just want to call and just see if they pick up. It also depends on how long you're dating and what you guys normally do. Like, if you just started dating a month ago and you're going to leave long distance for the Disney College program, I can't tell you it's going to be the same as it was for us, because we had more time together. It's not like we were still getting to know each other and like the honeymoon stage of our relationship. We didn't just like leave each other. So, you know, we like went through all that and then I left, and he knew something I really, really wanted to do, and he obviously supported that. So maybe if you're dealing with somebody who's not supporting you on your decision to leave them, just hopefully they'll understand that it's a dream of yours, and you gotta explain to them how hard it is to be accepted in it. And you're just gonna go for it. And if they can't support that, then maybe they're not the right person for you. So that's the hard truth of that. How often were we able to visit each other? And was I able to take time off of work when he came? So
I only visited her once. It was spring break.
Yeah, because that was literally the only time he had. It was his second semester of senior year.
I couldn't just take a weekend off randomly.
And it
Nor
wouldn't
did I
have
have the
been
money to
worth
do
it
that, yeah.
if it was just a weekend. Like, we needed time. So
When I got there, it was literally the day before I got there. It was the last day she got up the hours to actually get the tickets so that I could go into the park for free.
yeah, like I talked about in the comp tickets video, and the videos like when he was actually in them. I have 3 videos of us together when it was our little trip. What I did as soon as I got to Disney, like as soon as I got my hub ID and logged into the website, I requested a bunch of days on his spring break week, because you're not guaranteed all of them, but I just wanted to see if I could get a couple off, and I think I got 2 definitely off, which was amazing. And then 2 days I actually called out, which was fine. I didn't get in trouble, I didn't miss anything. I called out 2 days, and I also was able to give a shift away. So I ended up having like 5 days with him for his spring break, and spring break is a really, really hard time to get approved days off, so make sure you request it right away. And if you're doing the fall, same thing for like Christmas break or winter break, whatever, and just request those days as soon as you can. I don't know how many they allow anymore, they're always changing it, but you'll always find people that want to take shifts. So that's another amazing thing, is that they want to keep working, they want to make as much money as possible, so give away your shifts, and you definitely can as CPs. I gave away my shifts
Worst case, you
all the
just call
time.
out.
Yeah, and you just call out, and you can't go to a park with them, which is the downside of that. So if you do call out and someone is visiting you, don't go to a park, you'll be fired, turned, gone. Don't do it.
There was one shift that she had.
Yeah, I did have one shift. It was probably the second day that he was there.
And I just walked around Epcot twice.
Yeah,
No, it was okay.
I was in work and he was walking around the World Showcase like multiple times. But I ended up getting an early release from work that night, which was so nice. And then I got to go and have dinner with him and go on some rides, and it was so fun. Also, anyone who's visiting you can't stay in your apartment unless it's not Disney housing. So I was obviously in Patterson, and they do not allow guests to stay over. Ew.
Alright.
It's okay. If someone does visit you, you have to get somewhere else to stay. So an Airbnb, I know there's a lot of really cheap ones around, Or
So we
there's cheap
should've
hotels. Yeah, I was looking at Airbnbs, but I was just like, I kind of just want the luxury of a hotel because I'm living in an apartment and it's not like the cleanest. So if you have just like a nice clean hotel room, I was excited about that.
Booking flights. It's not that hard. It's pretty easy. I mean, you just gotta look for the cheapest price. You gotta look months in advance, but you can also look a week in advance. Sometimes the prices change.
Yeah, especially now during the coronavirus
Especially
time.
right
It's
now,
just
you can
getting-
get it really cheap. But it was cheap. I mean, I have points for miles. My parents have it too.
Yeah. So that was nice that he didn't have to pay for that part of it.
Yeah. And if you have anyone who has any kind of timeshare,
I'm sure.
that's
Take
always
advantage of
good
your
too.
relatives' timeshares and things like that.
I mean, Disney hotels are mad expensive, but
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted that, but we couldn't do
I
that.
know, and I tried to look and get a discount, but they were not available for that time. It was,
Absurdly.
yeah, it was too short notice.
But it was also
even-
spring break, so
Right. So everything was booked like crazy. Oh, also a lot of you might have people that live in like the Carolinas or Georgia or somewhere close where they can actually drive, and they should definitely drive. You could drive from anywhere if they like to drive. It's just, it was much faster and nicer to know that I could just drop him off at the airport and he would just be home in like a couple hours.
it wasn't that hard. It sucked for most of the days.
It was hard, but now that we're
But-
past it, we can't remember those moments. It was very, very hard.
It was good to keep busy.
Yeah.
Being at school definitely kept my mind off of it, but I mean, in class I was still thinking.
Being in Disney definitely kept my mind off of it too, but because I was having so much fun, otherwise I'm meeting so many people. But at that time, I was so emotionally dependent on him, and every time I would have a bad day, I would want to call him or text him right away, but he might not have been available. And I had to learn how to be there for myself, and so did he. So like that's where we really grew during that time. And I think if that didn't happen, maybe we wouldn't be where we are today. So
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of things like if you have a schedule for FaceTiming and stuff, that's good, but then there might be some nights where you have an opportunity to go out and do something and you should take that up.
Right.
You shouldn't cancel
don't
all
sit
your
in your
plans.
room
Yeah.
and just be FaceTiming your significant other
Because
all day.
it
or-
might be good to stay in contact, but it's not really good for you or
Yeah.
social.
Take advantage of where you are for both of you. He was in his last semester of college. He was never gonna get that back. I was in Disney World working there and going to the parks for free. I could get that back, but still, like, I didn't know if I was ever gonna do it again. So really just be where your feet are. That's what we like to say when we're apart. Be where your feet are and it will just fly by. There's no one answer for couples and what you guys should expect because everyone is so different. Everyone's relationships are so different. Everyone's independence is so different. Everyone's reliance is so different. So it's gonna range from if you are just dating for a couple of months to if you're just dating for a couple of years or if you're married or engaged. Established. So married or engaged is probably, you know, you're the most bonded with that person, which will be really hard to be away from them, but like the foundation of trust should be there. That should be fine for you guys. I heard of a lot of people who are married, like their spouse moved or like subletted an apartment for the months that they were there so that they could be together. But then if you can't work remotely or you need to be home for a job, you just have to take that time, focus on yourself for a little bit, both grow, and then when you reunite, it'll be so great.
Trust is like, and jealousy is kind of combined. I mean, I was at school, so you can only imagine what things went through her head sometimes. You know, going to parties and going to the bar and stuff, and vice versa. Same kind
Right.
of thing. She was hanging out.
I went out
with
in
other
downtown
people.
Orlando, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
meeting
it's
new
not
people
like too
every
much
day.
jealousy, it's just the fact that if anything were to happen, I'm so far away, I can't do anything about it. But at the same time, you know, they're fine. Just communicate, that's all.
Like, don't let someone tell you not to like go out and have fun. That's not a good relationship, that's toxic. You could be open and have a conversation about what you're comfortable with someone like doing or like, I don't know, how much you want to be talking to each other. Like the other person might not be doing well and they might really, really need that call that day. Because if you are in a relationship that you hope is going to last a very long time, this is more important in that moment. So I feel like we're contradicting ourselves, but it's honestly
Yeah,
situational.
There's two sides of the same coin. There's some situations you realize that it might be mutually beneficial for both of you to just take off that day from talking.
Yeah,
Well, no matter what happens, the time is decreasing.
right.
So it might get harder, but if it's getting harder, it's going to be shorter.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely had ups and downs. I mean, there were times where
It was
I
a
was
hard
just
time.
going through a little, and I wasn't as talkative. I didn't call as much as she wanted, or FaceTimed, but
Yeah, we both handled the distance really differently. Like I wanted to just be more in touch with him and he needed to chill out. And
I mean, it wasn't as mature of me, but I didn't really want to see anything about it because I just felt worse about it. I didn't want to really watch her videos because I felt like I just was missing out on so much.
It's okay. But we're all, like, we learned so much during that time. It was very hard. But that is not something we will hide. It was so important though. Like in the end, I'm grateful for the distance that we had.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for the hard times because we both grew so much stronger in our relationship and became just like better versions of ourselves. So hopefully, if you are about to leave for your Disney college program or you want to apply but you're afraid of being apart from your person, it's gonna be okay. Let's list everything that has to happen. Number one important thing.
I need a second.
Two.
I need a second.
1, 2, 3. Trust.
Communication.
Damn it. Those are tied with 1 and 2. I think like trust is underlying. I mean, you might not need as much communication if you have trust.
You're thinking way too much into this.
Trust and communication are really important before you do anything apart from your partner. You need to lay everything out on the table, tell them what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with, what you're scared of, and you'll talk it out and everything will be okay.
But like caring about yourself too.
Yes, put yourself first always because your partner would want that for you and then it'll be better for each other. Yeah, healthy for yourself, healthy for each other. Yeah. And number 2, or I guess 3, is visit each other. As much time as you can get with each other, get it because it will refresh you. It might make you a little bit sad after they leave, but it'll really refresh you and give you the motivation to finish strong and have the best time that you have remaining and with the people that you met because they'll be there for you when you get back.
I mean, it stunk. We only visited each other once, but like it sufficed. It was good. It was
Yeah.
great. I mean, it was a great time, but
we had such a great trip and we'll always remember that.
Yeah. When I got home, it was saddening because it felt like I was just hitting the reset button, but
you'll get there, guys. You'll make it. I promise. Just hang in there and just trust that it's going to be better for you and
it's a great experience.
This is our meeting. But I believe in you guys. I believe in all your relationships. You're gonna have a great time on this program. You're gonna get through any distance with the people that you love and you're gonna come home and have amazing memories and a stronger relationship, right? Moral of the story. This was a scattered video. We did not plan what we were gonna say at all. We kind of just talked.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening and trying to stick with it. And if you have any more questions, please let us know in the comments. And if you like to watch our videos together, we have the 3 from our trip together, and then we also have a couple.
Boom, boom, boom. Can we put that on the screen?
I can't do that. I think my editing skills are. Go watch our other videos and see you next time. Bye.